Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a super fun DIY video for you. I'm going to be showing you how I made these clay pottery inspired earrings. I had so much fun putting together the 3 different designs and I really hope that you enjoy seeing how I did it. I think they're super fun and a great little project to do this time of year and also a great holiday gift, so you can keep that in mind. To make the earrings, you'll want some polymer clay and then some jewelry findings. I have jump rings, earring backs, and end pins here that I got at Michael's. You'll also want some pliers and wire cutters, and then you'll need something to cut out your shapes with. I used these spools of thread because they had these great round shapes in different sizes, so that was perfect. And then also a knife and some different paint brushes. You'll want something to roll your clay with. I just used a jar for this. It worked great. And then some glue. I would recommend a heavier duty glue. And then you'll want some polymer clay glaze. This is the Sculpey brand, and then I have some faux gold leaf and some black paint that made great embellishments. So first things first, we're going to make the polymer clay shapes, and to do that I'm softening the clay in my hands and then rolling it to about 1/4 of an inch thickness. You don't want it to be too thick, you want to be able to use those jewelry findings, so you want it pretty thin, and that makes it bake faster as well. So I am stamping out for the first pair of earrings a larger circle with my spool of thread and then also a smaller circle. Once I've stamped those out, I'll trim up the edges with my X-Acto knife and then just smooth it off with my finger. Then I'm taking an end pin and inserting it halfway through the top of the smaller circle. This is going to allow me to attach it to the larger circle later. And then you can see right there, there's just a little hole. And then for the larger one, I am putting the end pin all the way through it, and that will allow me to put the end pin through it once it's baked. So that makes it into basically just a bead, and that makes it really easy to use. So for the next pair of earrings, I'm rolling my clay again and then cutting out a large circle, which I'm trimming up as you can see here, and smoothing the edges again. And then I'm also going to cut that in half to make 2 half circle shapes because that's the design I thought would be really cool for this pair of earrings. So I'm just using my X-Acto knife to do that, and that made it pretty easy. I also went ahead and smoothed out this edge and trimmed it up a little bit. Then I am making these into beads by poking little holes in the top of each one. And then I'm stamping out 2 smaller circles that will go with these as well. And I will treat this small circle in the same way that I did the small circle for the last pair of earrings, just by putting an end pin through about halfway up, and that will allow it to attach to the other bead. At this point, I've just used the white polymer clay, but here I'm mixing it with a granite textured one to get kind of a marble effect, and I really like how this turned out. I just rolled and twisted it until it gave it this veining type of look, which is really pretty with the gray and white. I really like it. So I worked with that until I was happy with the design and then rolled that out. And then for this pair of earrings, I'm cutting out 3 different size shapes. So I have a larger circle, a medium circle, and then a smaller circle. But the larger circle I will cut in half into that half circle shape again in just a minute. And once I have all 3 shapes, I'll go ahead and turn them into beads by poking little holes in them. I'll do 1 in the bottom and top piece and then 2 in that middle one so all 3 can connect. And I did texturize my marble pieces just a little bit with an X-Acto knife to give it more of a stone finish. Then I baked these at 275 for about 15 minutes and allowed them to cool completely. So once they're out of the oven, it's really fun to start embellishing them. And I started by a coat of Sculpey glaze over all the pieces. Just make sure that you're checking that the holes are still intact and not filled with glaze. You can use your end pins for that. And then I started to apply gold leaf once that had set just a little bit. And I did it in a bit of a random pattern, just applying it with a paintbrush. I went heavier on just the plain white earrings and then lighter on the marble, and then applied another coat of glaze on top. And then for this pair, I did some speckled painting, which I really loved how that turned out, just with some black acrylic paint, and then I did another coat of glaze over everything and allowed that to dry. So once everything is completely dry, it's time to assemble our earrings. So first I am putting an end pin through this main larger bead that we made, and then I'll use my pliers to twist that top into a ring shape and then trim off the excess, and that will allow it to attach to the jump rings here in a minute. So I'm putting some glue in that top bead and then inserting one of the end pins. You'll want to let this dry really well so that it doesn't come off. And once it's dry, you can trim that off and then do the same thing you did with the bottom bead, just twist that wire into a little loop. And then once those are twisted, you can use a jump ring to add the two together, and that gives you the basis of your earring, which is super pretty. Then I'm using my glue to attach the earring back to the earring, and you'll want to let this dry really well before you try them on because they can come off. So for the next one, I am just using jump rings to attach these 3 pieces. This was a little bit trickier because it is hard to get the jump rings to go through each layer, but just be patient with it and use your pliers. I used one for the bottom 2 pieces and then one for the top 2 pieces, and that worked really well. It just took a little bit of time to get them together. And then once they're together, you can go ahead and glue on the earring back to this one as well. And then for the last one, we'll use a combination of techniques. So I'm doing the end pin in the top one, and then adding 2 jump rings to the bottom one, and then I can add that to the end pin in the top. So that gives it a really cute little dangly look, I think, and it's just really simple. So once the earring backs are added, everything is done and we have our 3 new pairs of earrings. I love how each one turned out, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing how I made these and that you try it yourself. If you do, be sure to tag me on Instagram. My username is @JessLaurenJohnson. Thanks guys so much for spending your time on my channel. Let me know what you thought of these earrings, and if you're not already subscribed, you can do that by pushing the red button down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye!
While I'm slowly heading back to my